let this be a normal field trip?
With a friend? No way!
Cruising on down Main Street, you're relaxed and feeling good. Next thing that you know, you're seeing octopus in the neighborhood, surfing on the sine wave, swinging through the stars. Take a left at Human Testing, take your second right past Mars on the magic scuba. Navigate a nostril, climb on the magic scuba, make a plankton too. On our magic scuba, drop the river of lava on magic scuba. Such a fine thing to do. So strap your bums right to the seat. Come on in and don't be shy. Just to make your day complete. You might get baked into a pie on the magic scuba. Step inside, it's a wilder ride. Come on, ride on the magic scuba.
Type in your name and click the Go button when you're ready to play. Go. Off to our adventure.
Our terrarium is just like a real forest, with rich soil and lots of plants. There's even some water for our bugs to take a bath.
Not a big plus if you're a stink bug.
That underwing moth has drab outer wings which help him blend into this tree. But look at the beautiful colors of his underwings. When he flashes them, the colors scare his predators away. This is amazing camouflage. Can you tell where the leaves end and the leaf insect begins?
And they're off. The giant water bug has taken the lead, followed by the back swimmer. Yes, it's going to be close. But it looks like, yes, it is! The giant water bug is the winner.
These ants are marching one by one, taking these leaves back to their colony.
Lots of bugs eat by sucking the sap out of plants. It works for them, but if I slurped up my soup at home, I'd be in big trouble. If you want to get the buzz on bees and wasps, then read my report. To find out about these little stingers, just click on the pictures. Wasps and bees are good house builders. Their homes are made from different materials. This is a wax hive that wild honeybees built in a tree hole. These paper wasps make paper by chewing wood. They use the paper to build a nest for their babies. Wow, it looks just like a papier-mâché basketball. These may look like mud tubes, but they're really nurseries for babies that will grow up to be organ-pipe mud dauber wasps. We know that bees are insects because they have 6 legs and 3 body parts. This big furry bumblebee, like all bees, is a strict vegetarian. The honeybee carries pollen from flower to flower and is the most famous pollinator. But other kinds of bees and even many flies and wasps are important pollinators too. Most people think that all bees live together in hives, but here's a solitary bee with her own personal nest in the ground. Wasps have big eyes and they can see all of the colors, except for green and red. It's a good thing they don't use traffic lights in wasp country. I thought that wasps and bees could bite until I discovered that their stingers are on their abdomens, not in their mouths. Bugs tend to stay away from wasps because they're fierce predators and eat other bugs. This bee didn't stand a chance. Wasps like meat, but it isn't their only meal. These yellow jackets, like most other wasps, also like to eat fruit. Our meadow bugs will have a ball living in this terrarium. But Wanda, it looks like our team is short one player.
What do you mean, Ralphie?
There's a bug missing from our terrarium. I don't know how this could have happened.
Wanda here, reporting on What is a Bug? To find out more, click on the pictures. Most kids call any small, creepy-crawly animal a bug. But to a scientist, a bug has to be an insect. Insects are arthropods, which means that their skins are their skeletons. All insects, like the stag beetle, have 6 jointed legs. They also have 3 body parts: the head, the middle, which is called the thorax, and the abdomen. They also have antennae and sometimes wings. Insects have compound eyes, made up of many 6-sided facets. Each facet sees a small part of the whole picture. It's like looking at hundreds of tiny puzzle pieces and fitting them all together to see the whole picture. Creepy-crawly animals like this Argiope spider are arachnids, not insects. Like insects, arachnids are arthropods. Their skin is their skeleton. However, arachnids are different from insects because they have 8 legs and only 2 body parts. They also don't have antennae or wings. Pill bugs are also not insects because they have more than 6 legs. Although the millipede is an arthropod, it has way too many legs to be an insect or arachnid. The word millipede means thousands of feet. It turns out that insects have some pretty large relatives, including this shrimp. They're called crustaceans. The crab is also a crustacean. Crustaceans are called bugs of the sea, even though there are no insects living in the ocean. Scorpions are arachnids. They have 8 legs and 2 body parts, and are therefore relatives of the spider.
Does anyone know why the spider went to the travel agency?
It needed a vacation?
Close, Keisha. It wanted to see the World Wide Web.
We've got enough flowers and plants in our meadow terrarium for the bugs to play their favorite game, hide and seek.
I guess they don't have enough room in there for baseball.
My report is all about the good, the bad, and the bizarre bugs. Click on the pictures to get started. Some bugs, like this ladybug larva, help us take care of our gardens. It eats the aphids that suck the life out of plants. This ladybug grub is enjoying an aphid dinner. This beautiful lacewing is another favorite of gardeners because both the babies and adults eat lots of aphids. People also love silkworms since they're so useful. Their silken cocoons are unraveled by humans and spun into cloth. Actually, silkworms aren't worms at all. They're baby silk moths. Here's a close-up of a bug that nobody likes. Ask this guy what makes him tick, and he'll say 8 legs and sucking blood. That's why this sheep tick is not a welcome visitor. Farmers don't like to see potato aphids on their plants because they can destroy crops. But, on the other hand, ladybugs and lacewings love them for lunch. Dogs may hate fleas, but I think they're cool looking. Their long legs are definitely designed for jumping. There are some bizarre looking bugs in the world. This alligator or peanut bug, found in the rainforest of Costa Rica, could win a prize for being peculiar. Although this bug may look fierce, it's a gentle vegetarian. This little dust mite is definitely odd looking. But don't worry, you'll never see one with your naked eye. It's so tiny, you need a microscope to get a good look at it. Yikes, this spike-headed katydid is so funny looking, I think he's cute. But to other bugs, his fierce look and color say keep away.
Carlos, we've got just the right plants in here for our forest bugs, but I think one of them is missing.
I know, Keisha, but I'm trying not to let it bug me.
run our terrarium like a first-class hotel. These bugs are our guests, and it's our job to meet their every need.
That's what I call room service.
Bug Behaviors by me, Keisha. To find out more about the special talents of bugs, click on the pictures. Everybody knows that lots of bugs chew leaves. But did you know that many bugs actually help make fruit by pollinating flowers? Bugs visit flowers to get yummy pollen and nectar, but they also spread pollen from one flower to another. This helps create seeds, and seeds grow into fruits. Different bugs use different methods to get their food. The predaceous diving beetle larvae catch their prey by waiting with their long jaws wide open. When a tasty meal swims by, the larvae lunges forward, injects its victim with a digestive enzyme, and then sucks it down. This blue jacket dragonfly catches its prey by holding its bristly front legs together to form a basket. When a fly buzzes by, the dragonfly swoops down and scoops up the fly in mid-flight. The female photurus firefly catches male fireflies of other species by fooling them. The photurus female flashes the signal of a female from another firefly species, and this tricks the male into thinking she wants to mate. When the male flies down, the female photurus gobbles him up. Ants often live in large colonies. The colonies are made up of worker ants, army ants, babies, and a queen. These female worker ants are working together to catch food. The ants sweep through an area, outnumbering and overpowering their prey. These leaf-cutting ants are very well organized, as they work together to gather food for the colony. These awesome worker army ants have huge jaws for carrying food back to the nest and for protecting their queen. This queen ant is responsible for producing all the baby ants in her colony. She is much larger than the other ants in the colony. Look at how well the orchid mantis blends right into that flower. Now that's what I call camouflage.
I can't wait to enter our terrarium in the science fair. Before this project, I didn't even know what a terrarium was.
According to my research, a terrarium is a place for our bugs and plants. My research also says that ours is gonna win big. Isn't this amazing? It's an emperor dragonfly during his metamorphosis from nymph to adult. Some people think insects are gross and useless, but certain bugs can be very helpful. For example, ladybugs will eat up the aphids that like to suck on the vegetables in your garden. My report is about defense mechanisms. If you want to know more about how bugs keep other bugs from eating them, just click on a picture. Bugs defend themselves in many different ways. Some use camouflage to hide from their predators. If you look closely at these leaves, you can see a walking leaf insect. It stays safe by blending into its environment. Predators use camouflage too. Can you find the mantis? Hiding on a flower by blending in with it is the perfect way for this orchid mantis to catch its dinner. Things aren't always what they seem. Take this walking stick, which spends its day hiding on a branch. It blends in so well that no one can see it. Some bugs have a knack for mimicking other animals that scare predators away. Birds will eat a juicy caterpillar, but not one that rears up like a dangerous snake. This dronefly looks just like a honeybee. It even buzzes. Birds will leave it alone to avoid getting stung. Owl butterflies may look beautiful and gentle, but when they spread their wings, they have big spots that look just like a menacing owl's eyes. That's how they scare predators away. Warning signs. Some bugs use bright colors or other warning signs to ward off predators. This black and orange monarch butterfly uses its bright colors to advertise its bad taste. It's telling the birds, "You'd better not eat me." Stink bugs give off a foul smell when they are disturbed, warning predators that they are not a tasty meal. Underwing moths hide on tree bark with their wings closed until something bothers them. Then they flash their bright underwings and startle predators away. I know there were 5 bugs in our jungle terrarium, Arnold, and now there are only 4. They've got all the food and plants they need, so why would one of them want to leave?
I'll bet the mosquito is one bug that even Phoebe thinks is useless.
Then you're in for a surprise, Arnold. Lots of fish and birds eat mosquitoes, which makes them an important link in the food chain. They also...
Okay. The next time a mosquito bites me, I'll say thank you. I did my report on beetles. Just click on the pictures to find out more. Ever wonder why the fireflies' lights shine so bright? These beetles produce light in their abdomens. The light shines right through their transparent skin. Both male and female fireflies flash, but they use different signals. Males usually flash while flying, and females flash when they're on the ground. Some fireflies can synchronize their light patterns so that they all glow at the same time. When they land on a tree, they light it up, just like a Christmas tree. Even firefly larvae and grubs can glow, so it's no surprise that baby fireflies are called glowworms. It seems there's no end to the variety of beetles. In fact, there are more species of beetles than any other animal on Earth. These tough rhinoceros beetles live in Costa Rica. Doesn't this tortoise beetle look like a small turtle? It hides its legs under golden wings that are just like a shell. Check out this dung beetle. Believe it or not, that huge ball of dung he's rolling around is his dinner. Baby beetles like this June bug are called grubs. Although these babies eat plants and roots, many grubs can be hunters too. Like the adults, the diving beetle grubs can breathe air through their snorkel tails. Predaceous diving beetle grubs are such fierce predators that some people call them water tigers.
Bugs can crawl, bugs can fly, they live underground and in the sky. Sit on your nose, get in your head, those little bugs get everywhere. But what I'd love to know is where those little buggies go at night. Underneath the starry skies, do they close their eyes and say goodnight? Bugs can run, bugs can swim, bugs can do most anything. Live in the park, do as they please, walk on the grass and climb the trees. But what I'd love to know is where those little buggies go at night. Underneath the starry skies, do they close their eyes and say goodnight? Bugs go here, bugs go there, they sit on the porch and climb the stair. Some bugs think they're movie stars and sit on the backseat of my car. But what I'd love to know is where those little buggies go at night. Underneath the starry skies, do they close their eyes and say goodnight? Bugs can crawl, bugs can fly, they live underground and in the sky. Sit on your nose, get in your head, those little bugs get everywhere. Those little bugs get everywhere. Those little bugs get everywhere.
According to my research, spiders are not insects because real insects have only 6 legs and spiders have 8.
I hope there's nothing around here that they ate.
My report is about the life cycles of bugs. Just click on the pictures to find out more. According to my research, juvenile bugs look like miniature adults. The only difference is they don't have their wings yet. This juvenile assassin bug has tiny wings, which are starting to develop. As the juvenile stink bug grows, it sheds its skin or molts. After each molt, the wings get bigger and bigger. Juveniles use color as a defense mechanism, just like adults. The bright yellow and black colors on this grasshopper juvenile are a signal to birds and other predators that he's not something they'd like to eat. Many insects that grow up in the water have young that look completely different from the adults. They are known as nymphs. This dragonfly nymph is a fierce little baby. Stonefly nymphs have gills which they use to breathe underwater. When they get older, they crawl up onto a plant, split their skin, and an adult air-breathing stonefly emerges. Promethea moth babies are called larvae. Larvae also do not resemble their parents. They have to build a cocoon before they can hatch into a moth. This transformation is called complete metamorphosis. Let's watch this monarch butterfly go through a complete metamorphosis. It begins life as an egg that hatches into a caterpillar. After growing larger and shedding its skin several times, the caterpillar suspends itself from a leaf, sheds its skin one last time, and changes into a chrysalis or pupa. During the next 10 days, the caterpillar's organs turn into a milky liquid inside the chrysalis, and new butterfly organs take their place. As this happens, the green chrysalis slowly becomes clear, and you can see the adult butterfly inside. The metamorphosis is complete when the new butterfly emerges from its chrysalis. When the butterfly first breaks out, its wings are crumpled and soft. After a couple of hours, the butterfly's wings expand and harden, and the butterfly flies away. The pond in our terrarium is a perfect home for these water bugs. But according to my records, Tim, we should have 5 bugs in here, and there are only 4. I can't imagine what's happened.
Okay, does anyone know why the water strider has 4 long legs and 2 short ones?
My sources tell me that it uses 2 long legs for rowing and 2 long ones for steering through the water.
And that leaves 2 short front legs to hold its prey. Flight by Tim. Click on the pictures to check out how bugs fly. Monarch butterflies are one of the few insects that fly south for the winter, flying over 1,000 miles to Mexico, Florida, and California. Once they arrive, they live together in just a few trees. Most bugs, however, only travel far enough to find food. This swarm of insects darkening the sky contains millions of flying grasshoppers called locusts, searching for something to eat. Dragonflies are incredible flyers and often travel long distances. They fly so quickly that they surprise their prey. They can move straight up or down like a rocket, or hover and stop in midair like a helicopter. Beetles fly by lifting their hard shields, called elytra, and then quickly flapping their fragile flight wings. Butterflies fly with a slower, gentle flap. Body size, wing size, shape, and speed determine if and how a bug flies. The kind of wings an insect has helps determine the way it flies. Dragonflies' wings are ribbed with veins that make them strong. Their wings are connected directly to their flight muscles, giving them the power they need to fly up to 60 miles an hour. When a beetle wants to fly, it lifts up its pair of hard front wings and holds them out of the way. Then the beetle unfurls its back wings and uses them to fly. Lace wings have long, clear, transparent wings covered with veins. Although these wings look very fragile, lace wings are excellent flyers.
is this lacewing beautiful and graceful, but it's a favorite of gardeners since it eats harmful aphids.
What's this? My finely tuned feelers tell me there's a bug missing from each of your terrariums. This may be a case of lizard larceny. But don't worry, we'll find those missing bugs and bring them back to their habitual habitats. And because the bugs we're looking for are so very small...
Oh no! More shrinking! I'm a growing boy. At this rate, I'll never make the basketball team.
Just click on the bus and away we go. Class, we've no time to lose. To the bus! And don't forget our trusty clipboard. We'll be checking it for clues. You're in the driver's seat now. And just in case somebody asks you for a license, let's go pick one up. Before we can get this show on the road, you have to have a driver's license. Just click on the ladybugs to select the skin, hair, and features you want. Then, when you've got the perfect look, click on the back arrow and we'll be off. Now that's what I call a face. That's an interesting look. Now there's a truly fabulous face. Now that's what I call a face. It's a snap to get where you're going. First, click on the steering wheel, and from there, you can go anywhere.
I'm the jitterbug. I know all the moves, and I'm here to jigger up fabulous facts for you-know-who. Fact number 1, here goes. The morpho butterfly is the biggest butterfly in the world. It has an 8-inch wingspan.
Use this clipboard to get clues about the missing bugs by clicking on the question marks in the nets. There are 4 bugs to find that are missing from their terrariums. Remember, there are 4 habitats to explore, and there's a missing bug in each one.
Pond.
Jungle.
Forest.
Meadow.
You can turn the music off or on with the click of this button. There's nothing like the right tool for the job. Click a tool if you want to know more about it. Click this guide on a bug for close inspection. Each bug you click goes into your collection. When you're out in the wild and you see a bug you need to get, capture it by clicking on it with this net. Some bugs you see will be more clear when you use this tool to bring them near. To the back of the bus. Welcome to the back of the bus, where fantastic fun awaits you. Go ahead, click on a machine, and enjoy the widgets and experience the whatchamacallits. As my Uncle Busby always says, music makes the wheels go round. Click a button on this jukebox. There are some familiar artists to choose from, so let's get this bus humming.
Shoo fly, don't bother me. Spider, please hear my plea. Mosquito, please go away. I should have stayed home today.
Oh dear, what can the matter be? The heron has eaten the dragonfly. Don't you see? The dragonfly's eaten the boatman, and now the mosquito is eating the algae.
There once was a bird who swallowed a fly. It tasted bad, but she gave it a try. I wonder why. There once was a bird who swallowed a spider that wriggled and tickled and jiggled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. It stuck in her throat, but she gave it a try. I wonder why. There once was a bird who ate a glowworm, a slimy thing that would make you squirm. She ate the worm to follow the spider. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. It made her feel sick, but she gave it a try. I wonder why. There once was a bird who ate a big bug. It made her so sick she rolled on the rug. She ate the big bug to catch the worm. She ate the worm to follow the spider. She ate the spider to catch the fly. She really was sorry she gave it a try. Oh me, oh my!
And on that leaf,
And on that leaf,
there were some eggs.
there were some eggs.
First came the egg,
First came the egg,
then came the larva. The larva made a pupa. The pupa made a beetle. Hey ho, don't you know it's a metamorphosis? Take me out to the jungle. Let's look for the bugs in the pond. We'll check out the forest and meadow. I don't care just as long as we go. The itsy bitsy spider was hiding on a leaf. Along came a cricket, the cricket came to grief. Down swooped a bird, quicker than the rain. Now the itsy bitsy spider is part of the food chain.
Welcome to the game machine, where you can add games you collect out in the wild. You can come here whenever you like and play your games again and again. As I always say, there's only one way to get the inside scoop on being a bug, and that's to become one. Just click on the arrows to pick a kid and an insect to morph together. Then click the button and watch what happens. Whoa! Time to get wildly creative with our eco posters. You can choose a ready-made background, or you can paint your own. Click on the one you want, then we'll get started. Get ready to decorate your poster. There are plenty of stickers here for you to choose from. If you want to add some bugs from the habitat, it's simple. Click on a bug in the wild, and a sticker of that bug will show up here. Have fun! Bugs to put in your picture? First you have to go back into the habitat and find some. Introducing the E for Excellence Experiment Machine. Click on the arrows to make your selection, then click the Go button. Give it a try, and my, oh my. There's no doubt about it. Insects are frequent flyers. How do they do it? They've got the right wings, the right body, and the right wing speed to get them going. Your job is to pick the perfect combination to get this bug off the ground. Just click on the wing speed, wing type, and body you want to try, and then click on the throttle. Okay, give it a whirl. Congratulations! That bumblebee has everything it needs to fly like a pro. Look at that Luna moth fly. He's really got what it takes, thanks to you. Wow! What a spectacular flight for this tiger moth. Nice job! Here's the chance you've been waiting for to try your hand at building your very own bug. Go ahead and select a body, some legs, and some wings if you want them. It's just as we feared. This bug is really weird. I have to admit, that one really bugs me. It's just as we feared. This bug is really weird. Ever wonder who would get trounced if you put a fierce yellow jacket and a tough ambush bug together? Well, here's your chance to pair off some bugs and animals and see who comes out on top. To choose your contenders, click each box until you find the two you want. Then, click on the bell and watch them come out swinging and stinging. Those haunting eyes of the Io moth scare this little shrew. The bird gets a nasty bombardier bird bath and is out of here. That ambush bug's great camouflage wins this one. That yellow jacket didn't even see it. This shrewd shrew eats bugs and spiders, too. Fireflies use light to signal each other. Each species has its own language of love, but the males and females don't always say the same thing. If just the right signals are made, the two fireflies will live happily ever after. But if signals are crossed, they'll either go their separate ways or the would-be groom becomes a meal. Your job is to find the different patterns that go together. Click on the male and female to choose a light pattern for each. That female firefly really fooled that lovesick male. Looks like this was his last performance. Oh, well, it... a happy couple. Pick a place where insects roam. We'll visit them at their home. Where to? I'm all for the forest. Do your stuff, Buzz.
Does the forest have a lot of bugs that bite?
Only when they're hungry, Arnold.
I knew I should have brought some extra lunch.
I hear adventure call from where the trees are tall. You've been for a ride. Now it's time to go outside. Like my old coach always said, let's take it outside. I'm so glad to see you feasting your eyes on the forest. If you're doing some detective work, you just might want to check the terrarium for clues.
Just before it becomes a moth, the polyphemus caterpillar lives inside a beautiful silken cocoon.
That about wraps it up. If you ever get the feeling you're being watched like a hawk, it just might be the robber fly. When he sees something he likes, he'll take off after it, and then zap!
I wonder what my friends will say when I tell them I morphed into a Luna moth. They'll probably think I'm a lunatic. They've come out swinging, and on the left side of the branch we have Dangerous Dan the stag beetle. Look how he's put the lockjaw on the intruder. Down he goes. Yes, he's out for the count.
The red admiral belongs to a group called the brush-footed butterflies because its front legs are like little brushes. I tried to get close to one of them, but it gave me the brush off. Red admiral larvae actually eat stinging nettle plants. Humans can only eat stinging nettles if we cook them so that the stinging hairs wilt.
I'll pass, thank you.
Get clues about the missing bug in this habitat by clicking on the question marks in the nets. This insect loves the light, but it always flies at night. Look for one big eye spot on each wing. You can see right through them to everything. You're sure to find this bug as soon as I tell you it has a silk cocoon.
Click this robber fly's already having a grand time hunting in our terrarium.
Some bugs you see will be more clear when you use this tool to bring them near.
Honeybees live all together in a colony. The queen, the drones, and the workers. The female worker bees fly in and out of the hive, bringing pollen and nectar to everyone.
My report is all about the good, the bad, and the bizarre bugs. What did the runaway bug say when he was captured in the forest?
Let me go?
I promised to turn over a new leaf.
The June bug has front wings that harden into a shell and protects the delicate wings that it uses to fly. When it's in the air, the June bug holds the shell up and away.
Up, up, and away!
Some ground beetles have long, narrow heads so they can reach inside a snail's shell to gobble it up.
They're really ahead of the game.
That nest under the ground used to belong to a mouse. Now it's the winter home of the queen bumblebee. She seems happy there, but you'd think royalty could afford something better. What's that sound?
It's the cicadas. They make that sound by vibrating a part of their body that's like a drum.
Don't they ever take a break? I mean, they just go on and on and on.
Help this worker ant get through the maze and bring food to her queen. Just click ahead of her or use your arrow keys to make her go. The ant needs to pick up all food and bring it to the queen. Look out for the shortcuts, but remember to keep an eye out for ant-eating bugs and other surprises. Need help? Click on the question mark. Good luck! You made it through the maze. You're truly amazing. Yes, there's no stopping you. Fantastic! Great job getting food to the queen. Come back again soon.
That nest under the ground used to belong to a mouse. Now it's the winter home of the queen bumblebee.
She seems happy there, but you'd think royalty could afford something better.
That snowy tree cricket is rubbing its wings together to make music. It's like she's playing the violin. One wing is a bow, and the other is like a string.
You've got to be very patient if you're a dome-weaving spider waiting for a meal to come by. But patience is usually rewarded.
Use this tool to make your stickers larger or smaller.
At the beginning of spring, the morning cloak butterfly comes out of hibernation to sip the sap dripping from the trees.
And how delightfully delicious sipping sap really is. When spring's in the air, there's food everywhere.
Bugs that live in the forest are surrounded by food. Many of them eat leaves, and some even chew on the roots of trees.
They're green gourmets, like me.
Wow, look at the colors on that underwing moth. Like Miss Frizzle always says, never judge a book by its cover.
So true, Tim. This bug might look like a dull drab thing, but there's a blaze of color under that wing.
It's great to see our polyphemus moth back where she belongs. This giant silk moth is very special.
It's a fine and dandy day because it's time to give away our Master Bug Inspector Certificate. 1 bug down and 3 to go.
If you want to see a factory in action, look at a paper wasp. They chew little bits of wood which they mix with their saliva, and presto, they spit out paper.
I don't think metallic boring beetles are boring at all. In fact, they're so colorful that people in Asia wear them as jewelry.
The sphinx moth is named after its caterpillar stage, when it looks a lot like an Egyptian sphinx.
June bugs have hard top wings that protect their underwings, which are used for flying. To add more bugs to your collection, click on other bugs in this habitat.
Shall it be here or shall it be there? Meet you at the meadow. Let's burn some rubber.
I love to skip through the meadow with the wind in my hair.
We're almost there. I'm so glad you've chosen to visit the magnificent meadow with its multitude of meandering bugs. Time to get out and walk about.
Swallowtail butterflies are easy to spot because their long tails are forked, just like the tail feathers of a swallow.
That monarch butterfly is wearing the same colors we see on the scariest night of the year. Most bugs that live in the meadow are real good flyers. Our missing bug could be miles away by now.
What bug would want to leave this meadow, Ralphie? With all these flowers, it's such a perfect habitat.
The milkweed beetle has the same colors as the monarch butterfly. I guess this is supposed to tell predators like me that they both taste really bad.
Attaboy, Arnold. Bright colors on insects usually say, we're not good to eat, so stay away.
Everybody likes ladybugs, except the aphids and other garden pests that they eat.
Within a flower that could hide her, that's the place where I once spied her. Look for a bug with a magical power to match the color of any flower. Are you ready to take a stab at finding the insect that looks like a crab?
We've got a flower in here that's a perfect hiding place for this crab spider, now that she's back. Thanks a lot.
Stand tall and get ready to receive your daring detective diploma. You stand out from the crowd. You should be proud. You found 2 of the missing bugs.
That other wasp's nest looks like a clay pot.
On target observation, Dorothy Ann. The potter wasp is also called the mud dauber because it builds its nest by dabbing mud, just a little at a time.
Wanda here, reporting on What is a...
If I was on a track and field team, I'd want a grasshopper like this one to jump the long jump for my team. It can leap more than 200 times its own length. Tiger beetles who live in the forest are bright green, but the ones that live here in the meadow are brown to blend in.
Yes, Ralphie, there's nothing to fear when you know how to disappear. These bugs can be very hard to see. They use camouflage so effectively.
I didn't have to do much research to discover that this meadow is a great habitat for butterflies and moths. With so many flowers here, they can feed on all the nectar they want.
Wow, bugs do see the world a lot differently than we do. Your job is to change this picture so that we humans can see it too. To play, click on each puzzle piece until the right one appears. To get you started, we'll change some pieces for you. Ready? Let's play Bug's Eye View. Looking good. Now I get the picture. Wow! So that's what that was. Great job! See you next time.
That's one mosquito-eating machine. That dragonfly's even got a basket he makes with his legs so he can carry his lunch.
I've heard of eating on the run. This fellow eats on the fly. Here's another flyer with Halloween colors, telling predators that it would make a yucky meal.
Yep, that tiger moth might as well be carrying a sign saying, "Don't eat me."
One bug you really want to identify right away is the stink bug. Just look for the triangle on its back.
And then get out of there before things really start to stink.
That Argiope spider just wrapped up a grasshopper to save it for dinner.
So that's who invented sandwich bags.
Wherever there are lots of plants and flowers, you'll find lots of insects. They pollinate the plants and eat the seeds, buds, and leaves.
How wonderfully wise of you, Wanda. In the natural world, all the creatures and plants give and take, eat, and are eaten. They all work as one to get the job done.
Yellow jacket females stinging for no good reason, and they fly so fast, and come to think of it, maybe I should keep my distance.
The crab spider can change its color to match any flower, but it takes 24 hours for the spider to change.
It takes Miss Frizzle 2 seconds to change us into anything she wants. Now that I'm an ambush bug, it seems that I can scare the daylights out of insects twice my size. I could get used to this. It would be hard for even me, Arnold the ambush bug, to sneak up on a cricket. That's because they all have 2 feelers called cerci in back so they can feel you coming.
These little aphids are constantly sucking sap out of plants and then excreting it out their rear ends. It's called honeydew, and ants find it very tasty. These little aphids are
Chasewings are gardeners' best friends because they love to eat the aphids that attack their plants. Katydids are longhorn crickets with big wings that they fold into triangles. I think they look like big leaves. Katydid.
Gardeners and farmers like ladybugs because ladybugs eat the aphids that destroy plants.
To view the other cards you've collected, click on the arrows.
Shall it be here or shall it be there? The freshwater pond. Here we come. Do your stuff, Buzz.
What did the river say to the pond?
What, Carlos?
You're all wet.
Welcome to the freshwater pond, where you can get wet while you're going wild. This place is just buzzing with bugs. It's been a wild ride. Now let's see what's outside.
So tell me, how did the baby mayfly get its name?
Because it was born in May?
Close. Because when it grows up, it may fly.
You've got to be fast on the draw to catch the way this dragonfly moves. Just look how it hovers in the air, like a helicopter.
Fishing spiders could sit for hours on a lily pad, waiting for just the right food to swim by.
Amazing! A spider that's willing to sit still for its portrait. So many places for a missing bug to hide. It's got to be here somewhere.
Becoming a mosquito is no easy job. First, the mom lays her eggs on the surface of the water. Then the eggs turn into larvae. The larvae turn into pupas, and the pupas turn into mosquitoes.
And I thought it was hard turning in my homework.
When the sun sets, male mayflies swarm out of the water and try to attract females by dancing over the pond.
Those mayfly dancers are real romancers.
With their 4 eyes, whirligig beetles can see below and above the water at the same time. I guess they don't miss much.
Good observation, Wanda. Like my Uncle Citrus used to say, keep your eyes peeled or you'll end up as a meal.
Look at that water strider go. No wonder they're called pond skaters.
Does anyone know the difference between a dragonfly and a damselfly?
Dragonflies breathe fire and damselflies don't.
The damselfly folds its wings over its abdomen when it's resting, and the dragonfly holds its wings straight out.
Mayflies are the only insects that shed their skins after they grow wings. I should know, because one of them left its skin right on my shirt.
There are 40,000 species of spiders in the world, but the diving bell spider is the only one that hunts, mates, and builds a nest, all inside an underwater diving bell.
Side swimmers like to eat leftovers that fall to the floor of the pond. My dog Zoomer likes leftovers that fall to the floor of the kitchen.
Woohoo! This pond is full of fantastic bugs.
I wouldn't mind being a dragonfly. They're truly the acrobats of the air. They can fly backwards, hover like a helicopter, or stop short in midair.
There's no end to the way insects hop and crawl and glide and swim and dive and jump. This pond is an ocean of insects' locomotion.
Baby mayflies are called nymphs, and being a mayfly nymph just may be the strangest thing that's ever happened to me.
See that underwater caterpillar with an extra long tail? It's really a rat-tailed maggot. It uses its tail as a breathing tube. This bug is called a water scorpion because it has a long tail like a real scorpion. But the water scorpion uses its tail for breathing, not for stinging.
It's odd but true that the back swimmer swims upside down using its fuzzy hind legs as oars. Having a boat-shaped body helps the back swimmer to move quickly through the water. Back swimmers swim upside down and have dark brown bellies that make them almost invisible to hunting birds above. And their backs are lightly colored to make them less visible to hungry fish below.
They've got it covered, no matter which way they turn.
This diving beetle has a nifty way of swimming underwater. He carries a bubble under his wings that lasts for 48 hours.
The pond is a great place to arrive. It's loaded with bugs you can see swim, hunt, and dive.
My research has revealed that this giant water bug can actually kill and eat a fish. It helps when you have a sharp, pointed beak and hooks on your front legs to hold the fish still. That's one tough bug. Even though he can be feared, he's a very gentle dad. After the mom lays her eggs, he takes care of them until they hatch.
Maybe we should call the diving beetle the scuba beetle.
Actually, Carlos, they're called predaceous diving beetles because they're predators. They eat bugs, tadpoles, and even fish bigger than they are.
The tip of the water scorpion's tail has hairs that keep out water, so they don't get water down their snorkels.
Welcome to Bugs Are It, the game show with fabulous prizes that will make you richer than chocolate fudge. I'm your host, Bugsy the Drone. Before you get started, you gotta sign in. Anybody got a problem with that? Just kidding. So, tell me, what'll it be? A one-player game or a two-player game? One player. Going it solo, eh? Okay, here's how it goes. We got a payload of nectar and prizes that are all worth trying for. You click a panel on the board, I ask you a question, and then you give me an answer. Simple, no problem. A right answer gets the prize, a wrong answer, and you gotta try again, buddy. Got it? Go ahead, click a panel. Here's a question, coming at you. Can you pick the real scorpion out of this bunch? Bullseye! What a sharpshooter. The other guys might have fooled you, but this guy is the only genuine real scorpion. And here's what you want. You'll dine in style with his prize. A dinner for two at the Dung Beetle Bistro. Bon appetit. Come on, time to pick another pan. Here comes another one. This bug blends into the forest so predators will leave it alone. Get my drift? Who is it? You aced it. The leaf butterfly looks just like, what else? A leaf. And here's what you want. 100 nectar. Let's move it. Pick another one. Here's another one. Coming at you. one of these has too many legs to be an insect. Who is it? Centipede. Bullseye! What a sharpshooter. The centipede can have as many as 354 legs. Way too many for this gal to be an insect. And here's what you want. Our ace player has just picked up 125 nectar. Let's move it. Pick another. Here comes another one. Which one uses light signals to communicate? Firefly. Longhorn beetle. Luna moth. And that's the right answer. Those fireflies aren't just twinkling for the fun of it. They're talking to each other. Louie, you're on. 75 nectar. Okay, wise guy, time for the next question. Another one coming your way. Which one of these water lovers has the longest snorkel? Rat-tailed maggot. Yours is on a roll now. The rat-tailed maggot has a snorkel tail that can measure up to 3 inches long. Cute, huh? Louie, you're on. 100 nectar. Let's move it. Here comes another one. This guy swims on his back. Who is he? Bullseye! What a sharpshooter. Who else but the back swimmer would be swimming on his back? Another one coming your way. One of these fellas lives in colonies of up to 2 million. Which one is it? Bullseye! What a sharpshooter. Termite nests can be huge. I guess you could call him a real social butterfly. Another one coming your way. Which one of these smart guys can make paper? Righto! Hey, you're as smart as I look. The paper wasp chews a little wood, mixes it with saliva, then spits out the paper. What a wise guy. Louie, you're on. Our sharpshooter has 150 nectar. Here's another one coming at you. One of these guys likes to eat wood. Who is it? Pill bug. Ant. Termite. You aced it. Termites and wood go together like bugs in a rug. And here's what you want. 75 nectar. And that's it. You cleared the board. Let's see how many nectars you're taking home with you. Do you want to play the game again? That's all for now, folks. But join us again soon for another round of Bugs Are It, or else you gotta deal with me.
Look how that dragonfly nymph propels itself by squirting water out of its rear end. According to my inquiries, this nymph will shed its skin several times before it turns into a dragonfly.
I jumped out of my skin once when Miss Frizzle gave us a surprise quiz.
If you think you see a mosquito but you don't hear any buzzing, you're probably looking at a crane fly.
Damselfly babies, called nymphs, are as fierce as the adults. When a mosquito sees a damselfly nymph shoot out its lower lip, it had better watch out. This caddisfly larva has built its own house with shells and stones from the bottom of the pond.
Wow! Not every kid can build their own playpen. Springtails have a special way to escape danger. They have a tail spur that's folded against their belly. When they release it, it springs free and shoots them high into the air.
Up it springs and down it goes. And where it stops, nobody knows.
This bug lives in the stinky mud without a care because it uses its tail to reach the fresh air. This big baby will someday reach the sky, in spite of the fact that rats don't fly. This final clue should help you without fail. Find the caterpillar's look-alike with a mouse's tail.
See that underwater cat?
If my research is correct, this rat-tailed maggot will head straight for the bottom of our terrarium. Thanks for returning it.
Excellent Excellent detective work. You're a bodacious bug bagger. You found 3 of the missing bugs. 1 more to go. Shall it be here or shall it be there? The jungle's just divine. Wahoo!
What can you tell us about the jungle, Miss Frizzle?
Now that's an interesting topic of conversation. Welcome to the jungle, a lush and luxurious home for bugs who like tropical temperatures. It's been a wild ride. Now let's see what's outside.
Wow, isn't that beautiful? That morpho butterfly sparkles with color. You can see that blue shining from nearly a mile away.
So, if I got lost in the jungle, I could send out a butterfly beacon?
Bet your books, Arnold. When the sunshine glimmers, then the morpho shimmers.
That bird had a good scare when the owl butterfly flashed its eye spots.
Those enormous eyes look like they belong to a fierce predator, like me, not a helpless butterfly.
The praying mantis is very useful in the garden because it eats so many destructive insects. It can crunch grasshoppers, crickets, and even small birds in its strong jaws.
I wonder if it's ever tried jawbreaker bubble gum.
I've seen so many shades of green, any bug pretending to be a leaf would never come to grief.
Arnold, you're rhyming.
I didn't mean to rhyme that time. Oh no, I've never done this before. Please, no more.
There's every kind of bug you can imagine in the jungle. From teeny tiny like the biting midge to big and strong.
Like me.
The morpho butterfly has an 8-inch wingspan. It's the world's largest butterfly.
And I feel like the world's smallest boy. I sure hope Miss Frizzle remembers how to unshrink us.
Click beetles aren't easy to catch. They're the acrobats of the insect world. They can flip themselves into the air.
With an act like that, they could be in show business. Maybe they need an agent. Let's see. Insects have 6 legs, spiders have 8 legs, and centipedes have up to 354 legs. Enough legs for all of them. So our giant centipedes need to move fast because they're hunters and they need to strike quickly.
They bite with their jaws and pinch with their legs. No matter which end you get next to, you're not gonna like it.
The dung beetle. Now there's an insect you don't want to get next to.
The fact is, Arnold, that the dung beetle helps to keep the earth clean by eating animal droppings and using them to lay eggs in.
Cockroaches avoid light. If you turn on the light, they scatter. I heard about a library where all the books fell apart because cockroaches had eaten the paste in their bindings.
Maybe roaches hate bookworms.
Assassin bugs are bloodsuckers. Some attack other bugs, and some go after mammals, including people.
How gruesome.
And I'm talking about their nice side. Even though the bite of an assassin bug won't kill you, it could be very painful or even give you a disease.
Have you told us everything, or are you holding something back, Keisha?
Well, there is the bit about them climbing into your shoes. Just kidding, Arnold.
More bugs live in the jungles than anywhere else in the world.
Then our missing bug has got to be here somewhere.
Check out the long antennae on this long-horned beetle. Some long-horned beetles have antennae that are 5 times as long as their bodies.
Even Hercules can't compete with that.
Because long-horned beetles are gentle vegetarians, many of them use mimicry to protect themselves. Some look just like wasps.
And even a big, tough Hercules beetle wouldn't want to mess with a wasp. I wouldn't want to play tag with a walking stick. They're too hard to see.
That's why they can sit right next to a hungry lizard and never get caught.
Walking sticks keep still during the day to hide from predators. And at night, they sit around munching on leaves.
Sounds like walking sticks don't walk around very much. Maybe they should be called standing sticks.
Up in the trees, hidden on the leaves, skittering on the ground, bugs in the jungle are everywhere to be found.
Bird-eating spiders go hunting in the trees at night. They can catch small birds, lizards, and even snakes. Bird-eating spiders are the biggest spiders in the world. If they sat on your dinner plate, their legs would reach all the way across.
Thanks, but I think I'll skip that dinner.
Fireflies don't shine their lights just for the fun of it. They're actually talking to each other.
Whatever they're saying, it's over in a flash.
Every kind of firefly has its own language of light signals that other species don't understand.
If I had a secret code like that, I'd use it to signal the pitcher to throw a fastball. It's great being a fantastically strong Hercules beetle. If anybody challenges me, I'd lock my spiny horns around him and flip him over.
Just like flipping a pancake, right, Ralphie?
Yeah, pass me the syrup.
It's a bug-eat-bug world out there, and now you've got a chance to help with the hunting. Click the bugs on the plants to make them gobble up the flying bugs. Try to zap all those flying bugs before your time runs out. But be careful. Some of the bugs on the plants don't eat other bugs, so you need to figure out which are the right ones to click. Job! Nice catch! All right! You got him! Come back again soon!
Most mosquitoes don't carry diseases, but the malaria mosquito does. Malaria is a serious disease which causes fevers and chills.
But the good news is that you can treat malaria with medicine.
Look at those cute biting midges.
How can you say that, Phoebe? Biting midges are so small they can slide through mosquito netting and bite you over and over and over again.
For your information, Arnold, biting midges pollinate cocoa trees that give us cocoa and chocolate. What do you think of them now?
Well, I guess my sweet tooth is worth a few little bites.
The ancient Mayans must have been smart chocolate makers. They planted their cocoa trees near rivers so that midges living nearby could pollinate the flowers on the trees. Termites live in large colonies, with up to 2 million of them in one giant nest.
And I thought the school lunchroom was crowded.
Are you sure this isn't really a leaf, Keisha? It has a stem, and it looks like some insect's been chewing on it.
Now you see it, now you don't. The amazing leaf butterfly.
There are 6 tiny daggers inside a mosquito's mouth that she uses to jab you. But somehow it doesn't hurt very much.
That's because the mosquito injects you with saliva that makes your skin go numb. Maybe she's got a heart after all.
Search for this one on the jungle floor. It has a wavy walk. Should I tell you more? Don't get any closer than an inch. There are jaws that bite and legs that pinch. With so many legs, it's easy to see there's no way that this critter a real insect could be.
It bites on one end and pinches on the other, but I'm glad you brought it back. Now I can keep an eye on it.
Hooray! You've returned all 4 missing bugs to their terrariums. You're a super sleuth, and we salute you with this awesome achievement award. All 4 of the bugs are present and accounted for. But if you'd like, you can start a new game and find 4 new bugs. What do you say? Find 4 new... No? Well, don't let that stop your exploration and investigation. There's still a world of bugs out there.
Centipede means 100 legs. Centipedes are predators. They catch not only insects, but toads and lizards too. To view the other cards you've collected, click on the arrows.
Are you ready to quit? See you back on the bus another time.